We have team coverage following today's storm. We begin with Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland, who is in the studio with the very latest for us. Cameron? Just minutes ago, the Chief of Police, Sean Barnes, announced that all the student survivors at Abundant Life Christian School have been reunified with their parents. That press conference is still going on. Let's take a listen.
And I just would like to reiterate something Chief Barnes had mentioned earlier, and that is that targeted violence is preventable.
This is the Associated Press, yes, thank you. My producer just told me the Associated Press has declared this a victory for Glenn Grothman.
His last alarm, he is going home.
Today, the fire service community remembers and honors the service of engineer and paramedic Tyler Kreider. It's been a tragic year for many in the Two Rivers community after 3-year-old Elijah Vu was reported missing in February. His remains were found 7 months later on private property just north of Camp Manitou. Elijah's mother and boyfriend have each been charged in the toddler's death. Well, just last week, 7-year-old Jacob Bayer's body was found about 5 miles away in the West Twin River near Veterans Park. In the case regarding Bayer, police do not suspect foul play. You were looking live at Bayport High School in Suamico, where the Bayport Pirates will be taking on the West Lapeer Phantoms in our game of the week. But if you recall, as we just talked about, quarterback Jordan Love did not receive that turkey leg, and that's when Turkey Gate started. Let's go back down to the field where Avi Kargaloth has more on that story. We have a crew who will be covering the game from the Motor City. They drove 8 hours from our station through I-94 in Chicago all the way to Detroit, about 500 miles away.
It's a division game, man. It's for all the marbles, to be honest with you.
Tonight on NBC 26, the latest chapter in a budding rivalry between the Packers and the Lions.
Every chance I get to play them and to beat them, chance I'm not going to take lightly.
A crucial Thursday night showdown as Green Bay looks to make up ground against one of the league's best teams. Can the Packers bounce back from last month's loss to the Lions?
I think we have enough motivation after having lost the first game to these guys, so, we owe them.
The biggest game of the regular season.
We know the stakes, we know, the opponent.
And coverage starts right now on your official Packers station. And you are looking live at Ford Field, where the Packers are preparing in the Lions' Den for a big NFC North showdown against Detroit. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nina Sperano. We have a team of reporters in the Motor City, as well as right here at home, bringing you all angles leading up to tonight's game. We begin with sports reporter John Miller, who joins us live from Ford Field tonight. Hey, John.
Nina, not everything is on the line for the Packers tonight. However, their chance for the NFC North title really is. If the Packers lose, they would fall to 1-3 in the division. If the Lions win, they would move to 4-0. So if the Packers lose, the rest of their season would be about what wild card spot they would really get. But talking to the team in the locker room this week, they are absolutely hyped up for this game. As safety Javon Bullard said earlier to start this show, it's for all the marbles.
Whether we're on a lose streak or winning streak, we know what type of game this is, and it's an NFC North game, and we're I think 1-2 in the NFC North right now, so we got some catching up to do. So we're gonna be ready to go.
I'd say every chance I get to play them and to beat them it's a chance I'm not going to take lightly.
You just have to come with that energy. We're not too worried about just getting up for this game just because we know the stakes, we know the opponent.
How about this for the Lions? If they can win the NFC North title, it would be their first back-to-back NFC North titles in team history. Now, the Packers are 6-5 against the Lions under head coach Matt LaFleur. However, they're 1-4 over those last 5 games. Kelly Hallinan joins me from in studio now. Kelly, earlier this week I was talking to Packers defensive tackle Kenny Clark, and he really told me, he's seen this rivalry go from when the Lions were one of the bottom-feeding teams in the league to what it is right now, a must-see game, and he gave a lot of credit to the way Dan Campbell has run this organization or built up this team.
Yeah, John, when the Packers and the Lions are both playing their best, it makes for a really fun NFL to watch. Before we let you go, you're at Ford Field, a place head coach Matt LaFleur said is loud with really passionate fans. How is it looking right now, and what are you expecting in terms of the atmosphere tonight?
Oh, talking to the players this week and what I'm expecting, it's going to be a crazy atmosphere, and that's why the Packers want to silence these fans tonight. And there's some star-studded power out here. I saw Taylor Lautner from those vampire movies in the elevator earlier. So celebrities are out for this game. It's a must-see one tonight.
All right, Kelly and John, thank you so much. Well, wherever the Packers have a road game, of course, the fans travel with them, and that is definitely the case for tonight's game. Our Carl Winter is live outside of Ford Field with a family that's a little bit divided tonight. Carl?
Yeah, Nina, we're bundled up here outside Ford Field. It's chilly just like it is in Green Bay. And I'm here with a family divided. Now, the fans have come from far and wide for this game. I'm here with Shay and Zion. And Shay, how far did you guys come for this game?
3 hours.
3 hours from Western Michigan. And Shay, this is the first NFL game for both of you. So what are you excited about?
I'm excited to share their experience with my son. We're obviously going to remember this forever, and to be able to see the Packers upset some Lions fans here.
Zion, what do you think about that? You're at your first NFL game, too. Are you excited?
Yes.
What are you excited about?
The Lions are going to beat the Packers.
Some trash talk from Zion. We're chilly here outside of Ford Field. We'll see you again later. Back to you, Nina.
I love that Zion standing his own ground. He's his own man, but, go Pack. Carl, thank you. Well, meanwhile, back here in Titletown, fans are already gathering to watch the big game. Avi Kargloth joins us now from Anduzzi's in Ashwaubenon. Avi, a little more than an hour from kickoff. How's the crowd out there right now?
Many of the folks here came here not just because they want to beat the crowds, but because they're from far away. Some of the fans I talked to, they came from far away. They came from Madison. They came from other places in central Wisconsin. So not just the crowd beaters, they also want to get this Packers viewing experience right here in Green Bay. The folks here at Anduzzi's told me that this place is going to pack up in a hurry as we get closer to kickoff, and it could be an even more rowdy atmosphere just because they're playing the Detroit Lions with a chance to really contend in the division. But for now, I'm Avi Kargloth at Anduzzi's here in Green Bay. Nina, back to you.
Of course it's going to get rowdy, Avi. Thank you. Let's flash back now to the last time the Packers played in Detroit on a Thursday night. It was 9 years ago. A similar scenario. Green Bay had just played on Thanksgiving and went to the Motor City a week later. The Packers trailed the entire game, and then, in the final seconds, this happened.
Rodgers in trouble. It's going to get there. He turned 32 yesterday. Does he have a vintage moment in the end zone? It is caught for the win. Richard Rodgers with a walk-off touchdown. A game ender for the Packers.
There it is. Aaron Rodgers with the 61-yard Hail Mary heave to Richard Rodgers in what came to be known as the Motor City Miracle by some, or the Miracle in Motown by others. The Packers stunned the Lions with a 27-23 win on the last play of the game. One of the most memorable moments in this long-running NFC North Division rivalry. Well, let's go now to a man that I'm sure remembers that play quite well. Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland, who is live in the Titletown District tonight. He joins us with a first look at our forecast. Cam?
Yeah, I think I lost my voice from that play, screaming and cheering and running around the building. Tonight, the cold air is taking my breath away just a bit here. Not as crazy as it was last night with, the 50-mile-per-hour winds and the heavy snow moving through, but it's pretty chilly. Check out the scene behind me. We are in Titletown, Lambeau Field behind me, and I'm wondering if a Detroit fan got in here and switched the colors to blue. These trees kind of look like they're all lit up for Lions fans. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. We'll have to check into that. All right, let's take a look at the radar. We've got a few leftover flurries out there this evening, north and west of Green Bay across parts of Shawano County. That activity slowly dropping south and east. The main story tonight is the cold weather. Already 17 degrees in Watoma. In Appleton, it is 21. In Green Bay, we are looking at mid-20s. And the northwest winds have really diminished. only at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. So the wind chill is making it feel colder out there, but nowhere near what we had this morning when wind chills were in the single digits and teens below zero. Your evening planner calls for a mixture of clouds and stars. A couple of flurries are possible. Temperatures will fall from the 20s into the teens. Nina?
On those lights behind you, we'll work on it. Well, coming up next, more Packers pregame coverage and more about how the Packers offense has turned the page in recent weeks. Plus, it's one of Oshkosh's biggest nights of the year, the holiday parade. We're going to take you there a little later.